Hi guys. Prompt July. My voice is a little scratchy today. Uh, warm, cold, warm, cold, warm, cold. Uh, here, old King Bob here. Here to have a little discussion, a good one. Move my camera back. This is King Bob. Turn that. There we go. I want to talk about a group build that I want to host for next year. It will start on the 1st of January and will run through the 18th of May. Because the group build is going to be called Born in 65. And I was born in 65. And so I will be 60 this year on May the 18th, hence the end date. So that's what it is. It could be anything having to do with your model, could be anything having to do, or painting or drawing or whatever you want to do, having to do with the year 1965. You can Google world events for 1965. I'll pop up. I'll pick out a few big ones where modeling might come in. As far as like figure painters, maybe Winston Churchill died in 1965. For sci-fi things, you had NASA had Ranger 8 crash on the moon after a successful mission for photographing landing sites for the Apollo program. One of the big ones was in March. The U.S. got really involved with the Vietnam War. So military guys, Operation Rolling Thunder started, which was the Air Force and Navy and South Vietnamese Air Force began a 3.5-year aerial bombardment campaign of North Vietnam. And also in March, when 3,500 U.S. Marines arrived in Da Nang to become the first American ground troops in Vietnam. So anything of the Vietnam era stuff we would call good, even if it came a little later than 65, because that was when the U.S. really got involved in the Vietnamese conflict, war, whatever you want to call it. So your Hueys or Phantoms or whatever you want to do there would work. Martin Luther King had a big role to play in the year after the big Bloody Sunday thing in Selma, Alabama. I mean, it's not a very pleasant thing, but Martin Luther King, Malcolm X were big names in 65, so they would work. The Soviets put their first astronaut spacewalk was in 1965. So I'm kind of scanning down all these guys of things that you could do. The Gemini program for NASA really kicked off, where the practicing stuff for the trip to the moon, like docking, and U.S. had their astronauts walk in space. Mariner 4, which was a deep space satellite, made it to Mars in 1965. I'm just scanning the list of highlights on Google. Anything else pulls up? Let's say it could be a 1965 Mustang. It could be a 1965 Impala. Any aircraft that was around 1965 or was introduced in 1965. But say as long as it's there, 65 will count it as good. The World's Fair in New York City was in 1965. You could do something from the 65 World's Fair, any kind of model there. You like that, the tower spaceships from Men in Black to turn into a spaceship and all that cool stuff. So there was a whole lot of bad things that happened too, but there was a lot of good things too. There you go. U.S. racer Craig Breedlove sets the land speed record in 1965 of 600.610 miles per hour. A lot of Vietnam War protesting there, so you want to do something on that side. Lyndon Johnson was sworn in for his first full term as president. So yeah, that's just a kind of short list, but I mean anything that happened in 1965 that you could find a model subject for, or if you want to do a drawing or painting of, excuse me, would be fine. And it's just for fun. And just if you want to do something, just title it, say born in 65 group build in the title, and so we can all find it. But so yeah, I'll probably do several things that fit into there. I've got some Phantom fighters here I can do. I'll probably, even though it's Mark 66, I've got the 66 Bonneville from Hasegawa is actually 65, so I'm going to do that one. Yeah, anything you guys think of, and say it runs through January 1st through May 18th, and if you're in longer, that's no big deal either. It's kind of the official start and end dates. It can be a rebuilder kit. It's something you've got it on the shelf of doom. It can be whatever floats your boat. Well, that's it, guys. Hope we get a couple of people to join in and we have a good time and have some fun with it. And yeah, if you like one of my shop cards, just email me your address and I will get you on out ASAP. Well, I got to buy some more stamps. I know I used my last stamp, mail out a shop card today. So with that, I'm going to say good morning, good evening, good night, depending on where you are in the world when you watch this video. And we will see you next time. Bye.